All right, guys, what is up? So we have the first playoff simulation, the wild card round between the Houston Texans and Indianapolis Colts. So just 1 second, I gotta look at. Oh well, I guess never mind. It's not gonna matter. I forgot. It's in Houston, so. But I do need to look up to see if the roof was open or not. So let me just look at that real quick. Sometimes, depending on the weather, you know, like Atlanta, Houston, Indianapolis, Dallas, depending on the weather, they'll either have the roof closed, or if it is clear out, not too cold, then they'll have the roof open. So
bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the
1 second.
End of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bay. Talking about she don't come.
The roof was closed, so. Alright, that works for me. And no, which game I was playing, so here we go. AFC wild card. That was cool. It doesn't even let you pick the uniforms. Really? Oh, that's just ridiculous. Because I know some teams will wear like their alternate, you know, away or home jerseys, but I don't think they did. So I don't know. And guys, I'll have probably tomorrow. We'll do Seahawks versus Cowboys. And then I'll have Bears versus Eagles. Oh, I think Chargers versus Ravens.
This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. With that, let's head over to the space city of Houston. Standing by at NRG Stadium. Here are Brandon Godden.
Oh, I can't even fucking get the weather.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wild card matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans.
I don't know the roof. I don't know if the roof.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles,
that's
really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason.
You can't pick the weather, or
and no
like,
one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs,
so tomorrow,
the mini camps,
Chargers
training camp throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Hard though, I can't pick like whether it's whether the roof's open or closed, and I can't fucking pick the weather or anything. That's okay. So we won the coin toss. So let's do this.
Wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll take this up past the 20 and
I mean, there might be a time I have to because
Andrew Luck bringing out the Indianapolis Colts, and Andrew Luck can probably get his tux ready for
I
the
want
night
this to
before the
be
Super
like
Bowl.
real,
Of course, he
you
hopes
know,
he's going to be playing in the Super Bowl.
real life.
I think he can
Colts
work on a
one,
speech for
spoiler
Comeback
alert.
Player of the Year.
He certainly can. Remember, he didn't play at all in 2017. He had shoulder troubles in 2016. There were whispers. In some cases, there were even shouts that he would never play football again. And he came back, had to work his way through light objects and all of that,
Ravens
trying to
or
get
the
himself back
Chargers.
to play.
I would really like to see
remember
Philip
earlier
Rivers
this year, they
get
had to take him out of the game for a backup
That has
quarterback,
been, like,
Jacoby
a
Brissett, to throw a
thorn in
Hail
his
Mary
side.
because they were worried about his shoulder strength. Now,
Look, Drew
one of the
Brees
better
has won a Super
quarterbacks in the
Bowl.
league
Tom
yet
Brady's
again.
And on
5.
pace for a 4,000-yard campaign. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles,
Aaron Rodgers
you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
The first time since like 2015, sorry, playoffs.
On second down, here's Love.
Yeah.
And this is caught. A spectacular
Way overhead, but hey,
one-handed
at least I
grab there. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to
and that's for EA
lose
Sports.
my awe
Come on,
about
guys.
the play,
I mean,
and
we
maybe
want,
I shouldn't.
for all of us
How much
gamers,
of
we
this
want
is
this
the
to be
player?
authentic. We want this
How
to be
much
real
of it is
life.
the glove?
Well, those
And,
gloves,
I
they
just
do have a little
looked.
grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a
I
little
guess
extra tackiness
they
to
had
them
this game,
now,
the
and I
roof
know
was
the guys
closed
in the
and was
NFL,
open, but
the
in
competition
playoff
committee, some other
simulation right
places,
now, the roof is
they're talking
open.
about
So
examining
let us,
those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect
what
on the game.
uniforms they wear, because sometimes they wear alternate uniforms.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To throw on second down is Locke.
Oh, God.
Incomplete.
I just scared the shit out of me for a minute. I was like, no. I was like, okay.
It's good for a first
Thank God he
down.
caught it. Like, I was afraid that was going to be intercepted.
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and
the Colts definitely, I would say, the underdogs in the playoffs.
Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
I mean, I do feel bad for Houston because I would like to see, J.J. Watt win a Super Bowl. And not only that, you got the Texans that has never been to the Super Bowl. And they want to erase
play
that.
Fake here on first down.
Oh, yeah.
Caught inside the 10.
Shake it.
Able to stop him, but he does take it all the
So
way
close.
to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, lest my eyes
Hoping he
deceive
was
me,
able to shake
I
off
think
that
they
tackle,
found
but-
a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's
Oh,
the second
God, it
time
was so
they've gone
close.
to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening
Well, at
drive,
least it'll
it's a
be
tone
first and
setter,
goal.
right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now,
And the reason,
they like him as a
usually
featured
I
receiver.
don't post.
Let's
I
see
usually
what kind of
post things on my
adjustments
days
the defense
off,
is
which
going
are
to
Wednesday
make
and
to try and take
Thursday.
that away.
And I do have to work later today, so I mean, I don't usually.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this
The
D
reason
knows
is-
what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Oh, sorry for the broadcast and stuff. I have a limited time.
Now it's Love.
Oh yeah.
And he takes
Oh, yeah.
this one in for a Colts touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball
These
games
guys
and
come up
another
with.
good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after.
I'm gonna go for Oh, I do have it on rookie, I think.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT.
Hold on. Oh, and I can't fucking... Oh my god, are you serious? I can't even change the skill level? Oh my god, my bad, guys. I'm sorry, I did not think it was on rookie, but...
A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Fuck, I didn't even realize that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Yeah.
Houston Texans led onto the field by Deshaun Watson, who really matured, continuing to mature in his second year. Last year, the injury, but he said, that's not going to change how I play the game, and he's been true to his word.
He certainly has, because when we watch him play, he still moves around both in and out of the pocket. There's still a quarterback run game element to what they do on offense. But the one concern, how many sacks he takes. He gets sacked a lot more than a quarterback of his mobility you would expect. But at the same time, you don't want to take away the fact that if he holds it a little bit longer, big plays often can result.
They'll roll him
out. He's going to run. Damn it, he's going to run. Guys, stop.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Damn it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Damn it, I can't believe you just...
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave him the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a first carry for
there we go.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
I didn't know he was...
Despite a rookie season cut short with a torn Achilles, Deontay Foreman showed flashes of being a big-time running back in the NFL. In college, he looked like a runaway freight train, a big guy that not many people wanted to get in front of. That didn't change in the NFL. Once he got a little bit of room and started to rumble, people had to make business decisions in the secondary.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A look there at the defensive starters for the Colts.
Definitely, guys. Next game, I will
in the win over Tennessee.
And that's another thing. Like, why the fuck can I change the
difficulty?
difficulty?
What you consider the break
so retarded.
If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Throw right side complete to Carter.
No,
and this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
No, he did not.
10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Go for it.
How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar.
I'm surprised he didn't get penalized for that.
And
this is my guy
board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
Where the Seattle Heat? Check. I might do that. We'll do that at halftime.
The Colts come up now, 1st and 10
yeah, I wonder
at their 25-yard
line.
Between
the Cowboys and Seahawks.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. Ebron caught left side. He gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Guys,
so
one quarter down,
break in round 1 of the AFC playoffs. 7-3 the score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Here's Locke. This is caught. It's Ryan Graham.
Shake it. Oh.
He's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
All right, guys,
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start
the ball game. Yeah, I think the last time, it was the last time the Colts were in the playoffs. I think the Texans were in that playoff too. Damn.
And he's going to find his way forward.
Yeah, they made it all the way to the AFC Championship
5
game.
yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them.
First down for
Indianapolis. Of that, this team knows how to work through things.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's Locke. And he's got his target. It's
touchdown.
Colts touchdown.
Colts.
In for the score. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes.
That was a close one, too.
I didn't even keep going to it
until
the defense
makes
any kind of
higher,
adjustment.
that probably would have went incomplete. Or intercepted, I don't know.
Vinatieri now attack on the PAT. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And
Adam Vinatieri
just kicked the extra
still
point
going.
Successful.
45 years old.
So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
Look, the guy's still playing. Like, I mean, he's won 4 Super Bowls. 3 with the Patriots, 1 with the Colts.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will
Guess he
send
just
this
loves
one
being
away.
a kicker that much.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end
was like
zone
the
for a touchback.
1996 draft.
Now this offense ready to head back out
drafted,
there. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home.
No, he wasn't. I don't think he was
of the
drafted. I
playoffs,
think he
but
went
this one is
undrafted,
not
and
going
then
to
the
script so
Patriots
far.
ended up
Nowhere
signing.
did they have the thought process that they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, I mean, you've been with me long enough now. Hang with the game plan. Stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up.
Yeah.
A heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Boom. Kicking you down. Look what it did.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Black 22! Black 22!
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and it can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw is Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And here now the offense heading back out there. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January, but there's 20 other teams who wouldn't mind being on that road.
You're exactly right about that. But your point about how daunting this is well taken because it all depends on their mindset now. How do you break it down so that you're not looking at this whole big road and say to yourself, we've got no shot. You break it down to this game right now, win that one, then worry about the rest of them after that.
And that's exactly right, and the staff told us that. They've been focusing with the players on don't look ahead, but that's hard to do sometimes, is it not?
It is hard to do because the ultimate goal is to do what? Is to win a Super Bowl. So you have to look ahead a little bit, but you make sure you focus on the game at hand.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's long. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shout.
That is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Vinatieri now for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, Charles, you think about the Houston Texans and the turnaround that they've had this year, double-digit.
I have to jump in.
Oh, because you projected this.
Do we remember preseason? Was there something that was said in preseason?
You want to clear your
Texans?
You want to clear your throat one more time?
Let me clear my throat. Oh, sorry. What were you saying now?
Anyway, I wanted to talk about their season and their turnaround. Double-digit wins, and they're in the mix for a first-round bye.
And just the way that they played, I mean, let's remember, 0-3 start. Deshaun Watson said, hey, I don't know how much room there will be on the bandwagon when we get rolling. Well, apparently there's a lot of room on the bandwagon because they won 9 straight, took a loss, and then get back on the beam with a win against the Jets in Week 15. But this is a dangerous team with Deshaun Watson at quarterback, DeAndre Hopkins at wide receiver. They can run the ball with Lamar Miller. And that defense, they come for you, don't they? Led by J.J. Watt.
Watson now to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down it goes.
My defense.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
We just saw another joke of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Bernard McKinney there to make the stop. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's remind everyone what we have to look forward to in tomorrow's action in the AFC. We've got the 4-5 matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers doing battle with the Baltimore Ravens. As for our game, it has been very one-sided in that first half. But you can't take anything for granted in playoff football. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
So it's been a low scoring, no touchdowns from either teams. Just field goals. Seattle leading, Dallas.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They have a viewer. I'm not like some of these people that fucking have 500 people watching it. tuning into their Twitch or whatever. I wish. But,
took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A first down carry now for Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Here's Watson now on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, but I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Sometimes you gotta be careful.
Eric Ebron and the rest of the offensive unit trotting on the field. And we roll the highlights of the game he's had. You know, when we talk about wide receivers and how you shut them down, what about when you have a tight end like this having a game? How do you stop him defensively?
It really changes what you're trying to do because defensively you're worried more about the wideouts. Okay, how are we going to cover them? The running backs, how are you going to shut them down? But the tight end is that elusive, unique player. Linebacker covering, cornerback covering, safety covering him. Always has the advantage. Usually has final answer against anyone who tries to defend him.
Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Brought in over the middle by Graham.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ryan Grant, 79 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
It's on Houston.
Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Miller. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the...
And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. Jabal Sheard in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A sizable gain there of 9 yards, but it's still 3rd and long.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
All right, 1 quarter to go.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, a lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Down, back 22.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Green the line. Green the line.
Out of the gun, Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary.
Another incomplete
they
pass.
Feel good about what's
You're
going
going to make the playoffs playing like that. Well, you ain't going to get anywhere in the playoffs.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
You're going to make it to the Super Bowl. Okay.
Back 22. Back 22.
That.
On 2nd and 10, Watson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Again, it's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
I'm curious, are they going to go for it?
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep
Oh, no,
ball,
they're not.
And
They're not
they
going
were
to go
more than
for it.
ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Next drive.
This is taken around the 12. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game? Because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game, and then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team, and that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead, put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing.
There we go.
Right now, that crowd silent. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
No.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's
away.
That
was close getting blocked.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Watson on 1st down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Down! Black 22! Black!
Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
Yeah, they should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off. Come on, pick 6.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
Let's get a pick 6.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses. But you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And it's caught.
And as Joe Buck would say, touchdown, go Flags.
It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Vinatieri now for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
I can't believe how lopsided this is.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danico Autry in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And now
they're really going to call timeout.
To talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout.
They're not even in.
The clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
It's not even a close game.
So
and they're calling a timeout.
Timeout looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he finds his man, Griffin. Now the Texans will use one of their 2
Why are you calling a
timeouts.
timeout? It's not even close.
With just 19 seconds left on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. That'll bring up 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And they'll get this run past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
What are they trying to do? I mean, it's not even a close game.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller.
Really want to get a touchdown.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. Oh, the Colts.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament,
the
as they like to
Texans
call it.
Will call it a season.
Divisional doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long from Houston.
Well, there you have it, guys. Colts. The Indianapolis Colts victorious over the Houston Texans and will advance to the divisional round to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Sorry about the rookie difficulty. I didn't mean to do that. So my next game will be on Pro. Well, maybe I do, because I can't change the difficulty. So kind of a hard one. I might just have it on rookie just to be safe. I'm not sure. That's something I really got to think about, because I mean, if it's on Pro, there's a chance I could lose, and I don't want to lose, because I want this to be accurate, So yeah, so the Colts will take on the Chiefs in the divisional round, and then tomorrow I will have Dallas Cowboys versus Seattle Seahawks in that NFC wildcard matchup. And also we got the Chicago Bears, my team, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And then we also have Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Divisional round, and then the conference championships from the NFC and AFC. And then last but not least, Super Bowl 53. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it. This game, I will be back tomorrow with the NFC wildcard matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. So stay tuned for that one. Anyways, I'm Mavis out.